Hi guys, welcome to a Tree Studio Wedding Behind the Scene episode 2. So this time we're going to Emil Baden, which is a very rustic and boho wedding reception. We had plenty of fun shooting with our bride and groom Ruby and Tyson. So in the morning we start with the bride first, but usually we will start with the boys, but as the boys is staying closer to the reception, so we decided to save time and we started with the bride. So to get everything started, we usually move things around to make the background look cleaner and neater. And now our photographer Vince is positioned her dress in front of the window, and our bride Ruby has got a champagne color dress, so which is pretty unique. And now Vince is just making everything looking perfect here. So as you see, we got a pretty clean background, and Vince just do some detail shots for the dress, and now we do some accessory shots for Ruby.
If you can give it the top, yep. Alright, slowly and look back, smile, keep going. Look at your flower, look at your flower.
Keep going, keep going,
keep going.
Keep going until you hit something.
So usually in that way, we can make our bride feel more comfortable when walking and looking back, rather than just stand there and looking back. So give the shot a more natural and candid looking.
I'm glad I chose to everything too. Oh, you thought of that gate with Ruby. Ruby, there's a chicken. I really needed to put deodorant on Pride. Hi. Hello. Hello.
Toronto.
Can we take chicken out the way?
You're getting hit by a chicken.
Alright.
It's okay. Sorry.
I'll just get chicken out of the way, she's very cute.
Why did you shoot her? I'm curious too.
Yep, yep.
Hey. Your back looks great. Thank you. Very back again. Very good back.
Handpiece matches your bouquet. Excellent.
I found the bottle button.
So after we finished with the bride, we immediately head to the Emil Baden where the groom is staying. And we are here at the Emil Baden. So there is actually two parts in Emil Baden. So one is the homestead and the other part is the woodshed. Usually we can use both sides, but as we got two weddings there on the day, so we can only use a homestead. And when we arrived there, we immediately grabbed all the boys inside the homestead. So firstly, we can get them started by having some candid shots of them chatting to each other and having some beers.
We should have asked the flowers before. Okay, enjoy.
TNT seen everyone line up, huh?
That's it. Everyone sit on the couch.
That means you can
Yeah,
go.
Very person.
Plus, I'm still sleepy.
Let's get comfy, boys.
Alright, name's what?
Wait, my wallet's not on the fucking bench. That's
Just relax, man.
Hey, I'll fucking go around still.
You should have brought it up, Steve.
All over the bed.
So after finishing all the shots inside the room, we grabbed all the boys out to have some outdoor shoot. And we just let them have fun on the lawn. And Emu Bottom is really a perfect wedding reception for those who love rustic styles. It's got lots of wildlife, and our boys just lighting up their cigars for some cool shots. So you can see how our photographer placed our groom in front of all the groomsmen. So in the shot, it can really emphasize our groom. And now we are just having some fun by having them holding our groom in the air. So the ceremony at the Emu Bottom is held just in front of the homestead, and you can see Tyson's and Ruby's flower decorations is made up by Australian native flower and the eucalyptus. So we had a pretty fun and easygoing wedding ceremony.
And that keeps to a beautiful bride. If I could ask everybody please to be upstanding with their rose petals ready, as I'd love to present to you for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. McLeod.
And as you can see, the photos are really beautiful and emotional. And there's a light coming just behind from the homestead, so we just make a very interesting background for the photos. Right after the ceremony, we organized family photos for the couples, and after that we head straight for the location shots just in front of the white wall here of the homestead.
Have a seat. Keep going, keep going. Okay, lift up your flowers. Alright. Beautiful lighting here. Alright, slowly walk towards me. Alright, look at each other. Keep going, keep going. Alright, Ruby, look at the camera. Yeah, keep going. Okay, both of you look at the camera. On the strap, actually. On the strap. Yeah. And look at the camera. Okay, look down. Okay, facing each other and facing.
As our bride has got a limo on the day, so we have also done some car shots for them as well in the trees. As you can see, the photos are really candid and emotional, and so we don't pose the couples too much. We just let them candidly engage to each other. So the decoration for Ruby's and Tyson's wedding is pretty much on point for a rustic wedding. So as you can see, they also got some flowers on their wedding cake, and for the centerpiece on the table, they've got Australian native flowers, and we've got a orange and red. And after our bride and groom got introduced, they get to cut the cake right away.
Alright, everyone, the wedding first and everyone's to cut the wedding cake. As they do, please feel free to take photos. This is a great opportunity. And any photos you take, they'll ask you to tweet when you post them on social media. So it's a hashtag Ruby and Tyson. Hashtag Ruby and Tyson. Get those snaps.
So after the bride and groom had a bit of fun, we grabbed it now for the sunset photos. The sunset on the day was not too dramatic, but it really provided a more soft and diffusing lighting for the shot. So,
Okay, give a kiss.
And here our photographer is just discussing with our bride and groom to see if they want any more night shots during the night. And during the night we got some New Zealand friends here to do some haka dancing for our bride and groom, and the story behind is the one who is leading the dance, his name is Judah, and he's a one of friend for the bride and groom. And actually his wedding is shot by us as well, who is recommended by Ruby and Tyson. So if you find Ruby's and Tyson's wedding inspirational for you, you can click in the link down below to see the full wedding photos and videos for them. And if you would like to see more episodes of Wedding Behind the Scene in the future, please make sure to subscribe and comment below. This is Mark from Tree Studio. See you next time.